The Bible says in Proverbs chapter 13, verse 12, hope deferred makes the heart sick, but when the desire cometh, it is a tree of life. And certainly we have felt that. We have felt that when hope has been deferred, we feel weighed down, our spirits is down, and we just want to be delivered from it. But when the desire comes, when things do turn out, then it is a tree of life. It brings joy in our life. It brings gladness, and there's good prosperity that we are experiencing. But here, hope is a confident expectation or trusting in something, confidently awaiting for an outcome, confidently awaiting that things will turn out well. And the word there, deferred, means either delayed or it's been drawn out, or it has been removed completely. And so when that hope is delayed, sometimes we get discouraged. I think about Abraham and Sarah, where they were promised a son, and it took 25 years. Now you can imagine going through that. You've got a promise from God. You're hoping that this will be fulfilled. You're expecting God to do work in your life as they did. And year goes by, 2 years go by, 3 years go by, and nothing is happening. We're not seeing the fulfillment of this expectation. And so they take matters into their own hands. And the story there about Abraham and Hagar, and then Ishmael comes on the scene. That's a hope that God had given them that was delayed. And certainly God did keep his promise. And the child of promise came after 25 years. Sometimes there is a delay in what God has intended for us. And when there is that delay, when we're in that period of waiting, we feel a little bit frustrated. We don't understand how this will work out. And we get a little bit disappointed and discouraged in God's timeline. But we need to look to the Lord, and we need to keep trusting in him. And we need to continue to have hope in him, because hope is what motivates us in keeping going. When that hope is taken away, we lose that motivation. When that hope is taken away, we want to quit. We want to bail out on God. We want to bail out on life. We want to bail out on a project. We want to bail out on a relationship. We just don't want to pursue or keep going when we don't deal with that discouragement correctly. What do you do when you face discouragement because life is not working in your favor? What have you done? And I hope today that we'll be able to address some of those issues, address some of those things that we face when life is not working in our way, and be able to give a Bible answer or a prudent answer as to what we ought to do with discouragement in our life.